comes Newcastle's own, now residing in Brisbane. He said to me yesterday at the weigh-in, I'm probably the most controversial athlete in Australia, the most controversial fighter that the country has right now. I said, has your attitude changed in the 7 years since we last saw him? He said, definitely. I've only got one girl now. I don't have 15 girlfriends, going from state to state, flights every other day. Now my life is boxing. I'm focused, I'm eating well, I've made weight, no baths, no sauna, and that the state of Australian boxing needs me. He said Brisbane keeps him disciplined. He grew up in and around the juvenile justice system, the court system from 14 to 18. He says, look, there's no distractions now. The Housing Commission kid from Hamilton South down on Fowler Street, just a few blocks from the entertainment centre. We see him back in a boxing ring for the first time in 7 years tonight. Kyron Dryden makes his in-ring return.
Know what I expect? You stay away from here. You stay away from here. On the inside, you keep it nice and clean. Heads, elbows, out of it, all right? All the best, boys.
We know boxing thrives off its characters, and in a narrative-building industry, Hunter Ioane is an ever-present character. He makes the ordinary extraordinary. And Kyron Dryden, a motivated Kyron Dryden, is a handful for anyone in and around the welterweight division. The hitman or the plot twist as we get ready to go over 5 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division, and Kyron Dryden makes his return to the boxing scene.
Yes, beautiful. There we go.
It's a long layoff, Sam, when you're out of the ring for that period of time.
Absolutely, it's a big layoff and a lot of time out in the ring, especially against a guy who's, you know, he always brings it, he's always game, and he's been in, like you said, with absolutely everyone.
He's bringing them up from the floor in the opening minute here, Hunter Ioane.
Step back.
So what's the focus for Dryden, do you think? Having been out for that long, what are you trying to achieve in the first 3 minutes?
Look, he's got to really find his feet at the start of this fight. Ioane's gone straight at him and looking to make it a bit of a rough and dirty fight.
And he ignores the referee's call here and punches after the call from Shane Stanford.
None of that, all right, please? You listen to the calls. Box.
He gets a telling off straight away from the third man in the ring. We saw it in the lead-up, the emotion and the fact that they had a little bit going on in the press conference and the weigh-in. Those kind of fights when it feels like there's a little bit of tension between the two before the fight starts, what role does that play when the fight begins?
Look, I think you've got to remove yourself from what happens outside the ring. You know, it's all well and good before the fight, and it helps build it, and I don't think it's a bad thing, but you can't let it dictate the way you're fighting. And at the moment, Dryden's getting stuck into Ioane's fight right now.
Ioane pressing the action in this opening round. It'll go 5. And Dryden trying to get a breather in there, and Hunter Ioane's not giving him one at all. He's throwing thudding shots immediately and a little unsteady on his feet, Dryden. And now he's looking to try and clinch and lock up.
He's got to get control back of the centre ring. Keep his back off ropes. Look to land some long, straight shots with a bit behind it.
Back, got the counter on the inside, and Ioane, who was pressing the action, hits the canvas first.
8. You all right?
It was that straight right hand that was the winner for him as well. He's got to look to keep his range and work off his jab and look to land that big right hand again.
And on the back of one shot, it's amazing how the tenor of this fight switches, and now Dryden, with a bit of confidence, lands up top. It's Ioane who gets stung again, and Dryden moves in behind it. Few deep breaths. And Kyron Dryden looks a whole lot more comfortable. He lands again. Ioane needs to cover up here. Dryden trying to punch his way out of it. And Ioane looked like he was rocked a couple of times there.
Didn't look steady at all.
Latter stages of the opening round in what's turned into a big Kyron Dryden round on his return. Short jab, the left hand bounces off the forehead of Ioane, and the man who came out swinging finds himself on the canvas, and Kyron Dryden with a 10-8 round to start his ring return.
Perfect. Stay on him, Solid. Stay on him. Just keep your hands up, right? Look, that one hand, you gotta hide it, you gotta lock for it. But it's hitting, it's working, right? Just move your hands, stay really tight, right? Doing good, Solid. Same thing you did in the beginning, stick to it. But use your feet too. Right? Use your feet.
He's the knockdown Sam Goodman. How did it happen?
Look, he just caught him in between shots. Hunter was definitely getting very wild and getting very loose. He had momentum going at the start and had Dryden a little bit overwhelmed, but good use of feet there, good little lean back, and that straight right hand was there for him.
10A round to start. Kyron Dryden trying to land an uppercut on the inside. Ioane throws him behind it. And Dryden staying in rage. He's got him down again. And the ref waves it off. Kyron Dryden is back. What a thunderous return from Newcastle's own, and Kyron Dryden makes a statement with a second round stoppage win. And that leaves some kind of an impression. 7 years out, and Kyron Dryden returns back in Newcastle. He grew up just a few blocks from here and scores himself a second round stoppage win after 7 years out of the ring.
Looked good after the first initial part of the fight. He found his feet, found his range, and he started getting to him. Landed plenty of big, strong right hands up through the middle and straight right hands as well. Real good performance.
And an abrupt ending is how it all finished. Kyron landed 3 times, and you saw the way Ioane hit the deck, and the referee, Shane Stanford, thought he'd seen enough early in the second round. That left hand on the way down off the jawline. And that's a big way for it to finish. Here it is in real time. He's got big ambitions back in the welterweight division. There's a bit of a void really in domestic level. Obviously Liam Paro is there from representing Australia on a global stage, but he's hoping this can help him jump the queue a little bit in the backlog of welterweights. There's over 50 active fighters in Australia, as there's competition on to see who sits at the top of it. Guys like Stoneleigh Jackson and Marco Romeo. You got Huss Hamden all in and around the mix in the welterweight division, and Kyron Dryden, who's got thousands and thousands of followers on social media.
Plenty of good fights there and plenty of good matchups. It's just about getting that activity, getting back in the ring and getting familiar with things. So it's only a 2-round fight, so, you know, I think he could back up pretty quickly again.
Good on him. Kyron Dryden, a big-time comeback tonight, as even in his own words said, as controversial a figure that we have just about in Australian sport, in the road that he's travelled to be here. He's able to sort out all the hiccups and the hurdles that he'd had away from the ring, going on inside his life, and now he gets the opportunity to come out here with a victory in this kind of fashion tonight. Let's make it all official and kick it up to Stephen Pales.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause, first of all, for our boxers as we get them ready, centre ring now for the official decision. Let's hear it for both of our men here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially at 15 seconds of round number 2. Your referee, Shane Stanford, calls a stop to the contest. The method of victory is a TKO in favour of your winner. It's a big return and welcome back, the man from Newcastle, Kyron, the Hitman Dryden.
Hunter Ioane doesn't seem to be any more happy with it. He's still arguing the point at the official announcement from Stephen Pales.
I don't know what he's arguing about or what he's complaining about. It was as fair as it gets. The better man won on the night. So man, you gotta pack your bags, go back to the drawing board, and come back better. You know. So it's
no issues with the stoppage.
No, absolutely not. So he's getting to him cleanly with some big shots. It was a fair stoppage. So I think it was inevitable in the end.
And look at the power punch stats too. Landed 15 power punches in that short period of time. Kyron Dryden, and by comparison, Ioane landed 1. So that's what the stats say at the end of that round. Here's the highlights in how it happened. And really, he couldn't hope for much more, Kyron, on his ring return. Kyron Dryden back in a big way, a thunderous stoppage victory in the second round. And it's been a big night, back-to-back wins for a couple of local guys in Newcastle. We got